Oh, so it's you, Garfield.
Ace, I found it.
Well, settle down. Found what?
Oil. Barrels of it. Millions of barrels of it.
Well, that's what you've been looking for, isn't it?
Yes, but I didn't expect to find it oozing out of the ground.
Where is all this oil?
You know the caves out on Ben Taylor's ranch?
I know about where they are.
Well, they're afloat with it.
How would oil get out there? Hey, we had an earthquake out there about a year ago. Do you suppose...
That's just what happened. The quake created new pressures on the pool. That's why the Metropolitan Oil Company has oil scouts like me covering the San Pablo Fault from Canada to Mexico. And the quake was along that fault. And part of Ben Taylor's ranch lies right on it.
Oil. That's going to be a big thing in this country.
It's going to be one of the biggest things in this country. We're going to be big with it.
I don't get that.
Look, Ace, I'll go back to the company and tell them I found some signs of oil. I'll get another 6 months to continue the survey.
And what then?
Then I'll tell them about the oil in Taylor's caves.
You left something out, didn't you?
You bet I did. You're part of the deal.
All right, let's have it.
Now, here's Taylor's ranch. This is the Duchess ranch.
That's a Ryder outfit.
The oil pool probably lies under this whole area.
As big as all that?
And we've got to control every acre of it we can get our hands on. Adams Ranch and all the others.
Then we'll sell the land to the company.
No, we sell nothing. We let the company drill the wells on a royalty basis.
Man, there's millions in it.
Why, sure there is.
But the fellas like Taylor won't want to sell out.
What are those gunfighters out there for?
You mean shoot them off their land?
Sure, shoot them off, burn them off. Make life so miserable for them, they'll sell out to you for bottle caps.
When are you going to leave for the East?
Tonight, and I'll be back in 2 weeks.
And when you get back, we'll be in the oil business.
And in a big way. I'm going to pack. I'll see you later.
On the way, I'll tell the boys I'd like to see them, will you?
Sure.
I never seen such goings on in my life. Folks getting killed, families being burned off of their ranches, cattle being run off.
Well, if we don't get this fence mended, our cattle will stray off. Get your face out of that newspaper, Happy Jack, and give me a hand.
Red Ryder, right. We got him work to do.
Shucks, the only time I get a chance to read what's going on in the world is when I sneak a newspaper out into the open. Hey, look at there, Red. You dare see what your aunt does to him? Look at that. How to bake a cake. How to stay thin when eating cake. How to make doodads out of wallpaper.
Well, that's all for you, Happy Jack. The Duchess thinks you're quite a boy.
Boy? Huh. I was a boy long before the Civil War, Red. Say, you know she scares me.
Well, don't let it get you. Put that paper down and come over here and help.
Yeah.
Pull him tight, then Red Ryder nail him.
Don't you go tell me what to do now. Here. Whoa! There goes my newspaper. But with a woman with a pair of scissors and an engine with a knife, I ain't ever gonna get the news read.
We'll ride over to Ben Taylor's place. Maybe some fence down there.
Yeah, maybe. Say, how come Ben ain't been troubled with them raiders so far?
His daughter told me he has been warned.
Oh, the skunks. Oh, don't worry, Ben will catch up with them.
I sure hope so. There, that'll hold. Well, let's ride over there.
I'm going to ride into town, Dad. And I don't like the idea of you riding around alone with all them raiders on the loose.
I'll keep my eyes open.
You better take a gun.
What makes you think they'll bother me?
You can't tell what they'll do.
Dad, you're worried about those raiders, aren't you?
Sure I am. So is every rancher in the valley.
Would you like to sell the ranch and move into town?
What are you talking about? You don't know your dad very well if you think he can be scared off his own land.
That sounds more like you, Dad. Dad, the raiders!
Get inside.
Be a raid at the Taylor Ranch.
Red.
I know. You need the Duchess right now. Happy Jack and I'll take care of everything here.
Thanks, Red.
Little Beaver, you take Ann to the Duchess.
You safe for Little Beaver, Miss Ann.
Sometimes I get so mad at that little Indian kid, I could fan his britches for him. And there's other times I just love the little fella.
Yes, I know how you feel, Happy Jack. Well, come on, we've got a lot of work to do here. And we'll ride to town and make arrangements with the funeral.
There. Happy Jack, you're the only ranch foreman I know who gets his socks donned by the owner.
I've been letting my toes leak out for years, ma'am, and liked it.
What you need is a woman's care, Happy Jack.
Well, oh, no, now, Red, nothing like that. No, oh, please. I'm happy just like I am.
Maybe Happy Jack happy inside, but outside sour like green apple.
Now, there, you see, there he goes, talking about my face again.
I think it's a nice face.
Well, I wouldn't know about that, ma'am. I never have to look at it. That is, except on a shave.
Red, what are we going to do about these killings? Ben was a mighty good friend of ours.
Don't let Ann hear you.
She's asleep in the spare room. Little Beaver, better run along to bed now.
Yes, Lady Duchess. Good night.
Good night.
Red, those rustlers have got to be stopped.
They're not rustlers, Duchess.
Not rustlers. Well, that's what I call killers that run off other folks' cattle.
They're not running them off. Smart rustlers don't kill cattle. These raiders have been shooting them down, driving them over cliffs and drowning them.
Well, what do you make of it?
Somebody wants the land.
Well, it's nothing but range land.
Oh, shucks, some of it ain't even worth as much as $1 an acre.
I don't know why they want it, but I'm convinced that's the reason for all these raids.
I'm not so sure about that. I still think it's a bunch of rustlers and probably backed by Ace Hanlon.
Ace is in it, all right. He bought out Roberts, Judson, and Adams after the raids on their places.
How do you know that?
I checked.
Red ain't been losing no time.
Red hasn't been losing no time, Happy Jack.
All right, whatever you say Red hasn't been doing, he ain't been doing.
Now Ace will probably make an offer on the Taylor Ranch.
If Ann sells to him, I'll spank her.
Well, you tell Ann not to sell at any price. And you keep your eyes on her because I have an idea there may be trouble around here.
You mean those mangy raiders might strike at our ranch?
They might.
Oh, not if they know you live here, they won't.
I'm going to try and block anything like that.
How?
By having a showdown with Mr. Ace Hanlon.
Oh, but Red.
If we had a sheriff here in Maverick, I'd let him handle it. But since we haven't, somebody's got to uphold the law.
Hey, what are we stopping here for, Red? I thought you was headed for Ace Hanlon's.
In a minute. Little Beaver, you stay here with the horses.
But Red, me want to go too.
Now, you do what Red tells you, or I'm going to fan your britches for you.
You do and me tell Duchess.
I guess that'll hold you happy, Jack.
What'll it be?
I want to see Ace Hanlon.
He's busy.
Let him tell me that, Nick. Who's the stranger?
Friend Ace Hanlon's, I guess. I've seen him riding around the country a few times.
I've got a business deal on, Ryder. What do you want?
Still buying ranches, Ace?
What's that to you?
Don't ask questions, Hanlon. Answer them.
I'll handle this, Happy Jack.
There isn't anything to handle. I buy what I want.
And you only want the ranches people have been gun-smoked into selling.
Lay it on the line, Ryder. What are you driving at?
Roberts, Judson, and Adams were shot off of their ranches. You bought them.
Sure I did. And you were just sore because you and your aunt got beat out of a couple of good buys.
And now Ben Taylor's been shot down.
So I hear.
I think you had him shot, Ace. Why did you have Taylor killed?
It's easy to accuse a man of murder when you're pointing a gun at him. If you didn't have that six-shooter, I'd beat you to a pulp for that crack.
I'm a peaceable man, Ace, but I'm going to accommodate you. See that the rest of the boys stay out of this, Happy Jack.
You got the whole wide world to work in, Red. Come on, get over there. Hurry up. Come on, knock his ears down, Red. That was the prettiest knuckle and elbow dance I ever seen in my life, Red. Here. And I guess that'll teach you a lesson, my friend.
Let's go.
Okay.
Get him in the office.
Say, doggone it, Red, you never give me a chance to do any nose knocking anymore. Why, shucks, I'm forgetting how to fight.
You're getting too old and brittle, Happy Jack. I'm afraid pieces of you'll break off.
Even Dutchess whipped my Happy Jack.
Now, Happy Jack is going to whip Little Beaver unless Little Beaver keep him quiet.
Well, why didn't some of you boys step in?
Well, I tried to, but somebody floored me.
Well, the next time Red Ryder hits town, I want you to put a bullet in him.
Well, that ain't smart, Ace, letting me do it.
What's the matter? You afraid of him?
Now, you know better than that. But everybody in town knows you hate Red. And if one of your men guns him, it's going to cause you trouble.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I got it. Here's a letter from Johnny Bennett.
Who's Johnny Bennett?
They call him the San Antonio Kid. He used to deal faro for me. He's broke and wants to borrow $1,000.
What's that got to do with Red Ryder?
He'll earn this 1,000 by rubbing Ryder out.
I didn't know the kid was a killer.
He never had to be. He's the fastest man with a six-shooter I ever saw.
Maybe he won't go for it.
He'll go for anything when he's broke. And if we have to, we'll jump the ante. Lon, there's his address. Wire him 500 and tell him to come running.
No cattle around here, Red. This country's as clean as a whistle.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Little Beaver see no cattle.
Suppose there could be any strays in those caves?
Well, as long as we're here, let's take a look, huh?
That's a good idea. Smells funny in here.
Yeah, it sure does.
Maybe a new kind of skunk.
Well, I'll take the old kind. I'm used to them.
Happy Jack, it's oil.
It's what?
Oil. Crude oil. Petroleum.
What's it doing in here? Why, I always thought that oil come in barrels.
Must be seepage from an oil pool. It looks like there's plenty of it, too. That peculiar odor you smell is gas. You always find it where there's oil.
Oh. Say, Red, can you grease a gun with that stuff?
Well, not the way it is. It has to be refined first.
Oh, well.
What good stinking gas?
It can be mighty valuable, properly controlled, and can be very dangerous, too. So that's what's behind all this.
That's what's behind all what, Red?
The oil. That's why Hanlon wants all the land around here.
It looks like you're right, Red. It didn't make sense when you said so the other night. Gosh, they sure done an awful lot of killing to get it, ain't they?
Little Beaver no kill nobody for stinking gas.
Now, you hush your clapper, Sprout. Say, this makes Ann Taylor a rich gal, don't it?
Yes, sir, mighty rich. Now, don't you say a word about this to anyone. Anyone, understand? Not even the Duchess or Ann.
Oh, why not?
Because I'm working out a plan. I want you to follow my lead. Both of you.
Oh, sure. Anything you say, Red, sure.
Me keep quiet, too.
Little Beaver, get the canteen off my saddle.
You betcha.
What do you want that for, Red?
I want to take a sample of this crude oil back to the ranch.
Hey, there she goes. Now, there she goes, cutting up the paper again. My golly, we could have declared war on the whole world, but I'd never know it, not by that paper.
Now, Happy Jack, you'll be glad enough to eat this blueberry pie when I bake it.
Ah, blueberry pie.
I've set the bread dough, Duchess.
Oh, thanks, Ann.
I was out to the cave country on your ranch today, Ann. You been out there lately?
Not for 2 or 3 years. Those caves are full of rattlesnakes. Dad didn't like to have me go out there.
What do you plan to do with the ranch?
I don't know. Sell it, I guess.
I'll give you $5,000 for it, if the Duchess will loan me the money.
$5,000? But it isn't worth that much, Red.
I think it is.
What do you want a ranch for? You never stay in one place long enough to run one.
Well, maybe I'm ready to settle down. Will you loan me the money?
I suppose so, if Ann wants to sell.
What do you say, Ann?
I'd be a fool not to at that price.
There used to be some old deeds around here. If you've still got one, we might as well close this deal right now.
Seems to me you're in a powerful hurry.
Well, after all, it's for Ann's protection.
How so?
Well, as long as these raiders are still around here, Ann may be the target for another attack. But if she doesn't own anything, then they won't be gunning for her.
That makes sense, Ann.
And anytime you want the ranch back, you can have it for the same price.
Oh, I won't want to buy it back. Don't worry. Thanks a lot, Red. Where are those deeds?
Over there in the desk.
Read that.
Your latest report indicates there's no substantial oil deposit in Painted Valley. If you cannot provide us with more favorable information within 60 days from the date of this letter, the appropriation for your survey will be canceled. Yours very truly, Metropolitan Oil Company, by T.L. Stern, Chief Exploration Department. Well, what's wrong with that? We got nearly 60 days.
What's wrong with it? Make queer our setup. The whole oil field centers in the Taylor Ranch. If you make a move to buy it now, Red Ryder will jump you. And the company's bound.
Oh, don't be a fool, Garfield. The San Antonio kid will take care of Ryder.
Yeah, we hope he will, but he isn't here yet, and the Taylor place of...
You'll buy the Taylor place at a fair price. That'll check any suspicion.
Suppose Miss Taylor refuses to sell.
You'll offer enough so she can't refuse, and do it tomorrow.
All right.
H-A-P-P-Y. Happy. J-A-C-K. Happy Jack.
That'll be the last arrow out of his quiver. Oh, I'm gonna break every one of those arrows in 1,000 pieces, you. I'll get you if I have to run till tomorrow to get... Oh!
Happy Jack, not heavy now.
I'll skin you alive. I'll scalp you. I'll start an Indian war, huh?
Because your ranch is precisely the type of place I'm looking for, I'm prepared to offer you $10,000 for it.
$10,000?
If you knew anything about land values around here, you'd know that's more than the place is worth.
Well, it's worth it to me. My doctors ordered a change of climate, and Painted Valley's my choice. What's your answer, Miss Taylor?
I'll take it.
Good. Now, if you'll just sign this deed.
Can't sign it.
Why not?
It doesn't belong to her. My nephew, Red Ryder, owns it.
Red Ryder owns it.
That's right.
But he said he'd sell it back to me if I wanted it. $10,000 is such a lot of money.
And it'll be in cash.
Red usually keeps his word, Ann. But why don't you talk to Red now? He's just riding into the yard.
Hello, Ann.
Red?
Hello, Duchess.
Red, this is Mr. Garfield.
Well, what's he doing here?
He wants to buy Ann's ranch.
He'll pay me $10,000 for it.
I'm sorry, Ann. The ranch isn't for sale.
But, Red, you promised you'd sell it back to me if I ever wanted it.
I've changed my mind.
Well, you're not making much sense, Red. $10,000 is a lot of money for that ranch.
Duchess, I said the ranch isn't for sale.
Apparently some people don't hesitate at swindling their friends. How much do you want for it?
Now get this, Garfield. The Taylor Ranch isn't for sale. And you get off this one.
You'll hear more from Miss Ryder.
I've got good ears. Now get out.
Why did you treat Mr. Garfield like that?
Because I don't want him on the place, Ann.
I don't like it, Red. Ann can use that money. And Mr. Garfield still may want to buy.
I suppose you'll sell the ranch and take the $5,000 profit.
Come here, Little Beaver. Remember that canteen I brought back from the cave?
Canteen full of stinking gas.
That's right. Well, it's hanging in the saddle room. You go get it and bring it right back here to me.
You betcha.
I never thought I'd see the day that Red Ryder would try to cheat a girl.
Whoa, now hold on there, Duchess.
Ann can't have the ranch to sell because it's worth far more than any of us ever dreamed of.
Red, what are you driving at?
No, I'm really confused.
Well, Red ain't. He knows what he's doing.
Here comes Stinkum Gas.
Thanks, Little Beaver. You see that, Ann? That's crude oil from your ranch.
Crude oil on my ranch?
Those caves you haven't seen lately are practically flooded with it.
That's why you didn't want Ann to sell.
I didn't even want her to know about it until Hanlon made his next move.
Hanlon?
Our friend Ace. He made his move through Garfield.
I'm sorry, Red. I acted like a little fool.
That's all right. Forget it.
But who is this Garfield?
I don't know yet.
But he is a pal of Ace Hanlon's, isn't he?
Yes, I'd call him that.
Oh, if I'd known that,
Ah, this is a fine time to talk. Well, you've been siding with Garfield all along, and now you're trying to accuse Red of cheating Ann. Oh, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Why, doggone it, if I was you,
I tell you what I'll do. I'll grease that funeral face of yours so you can smile instead of calamity howling all the time.
Oh, no.
I've cooked your food, I've donned your socks, I've made special victuals for you, and what do I get out of it? All I've ever gotten out of you is a dismal wail and sour milk. Now come and get your way. Come here, you.
Little Beaver right. That just whip him, Happy Jack.
Well, Jughead, which way do you figure Maverick is from here?
Take it easy, cowboy. We'll get you. Back, Thunder. Back.
Whoa.
You all right?
Sure. Anytime you're down in my country, I'll do the same for you.
Well, I'll remember that. How did you get down there?
Well, I wasn't picking wildflowers. An eagle broke cover and scared my horse. He piled me.
The best of us got thrown.
I guess all my bones are in one piece. But here we go. Now look at him. Gets scared by a bird, throws me 4 miles in the air, and now he stands there as though nothing happened. Hey, my name is Johnny Bennett.
Well, Red Ryder is mine. Glad to know you.
Glad isn't the word for it, brother.
Say, my aunt has a ranch just over the hill here. Suppose we ride over there. Maybe we can do something about this torn coat.
Well, thanks. I'll be glad to. So, you're Red Ryder's pal, eh?
You betcha. Red Ryder teach him Little Beaver all Little Beaver know. Red Ryder, best cowboy in whole world.
I'll put in with you there, Little Beaver.
Why you wear him 6 pistols tied to leg, Mr. Johnny?
Sometimes I have to get to it real quick, like this.
You fast, but Red Ryder faster.
You sure do think a lot over it, don't you?
You betcha. Red Ryder saved Little Beaver's life. Little Beaver never forget.
I'd give a lot if somebody felt that way about me.
Red's looking for you, Little Beaver.
Me go now.
Won't you have another sandwich, Mr. Bennett?
No, thanks, ma'am. You know, it's worth being thrown over a cliff just to meet folks like you.
But Red said you could have been badly hurt.
I could have been killed, and that's bad enough for me.
That jacket's seen its best days, Mr. Bennett. Red's digging you up another.
Thanks, ma'am. Say, couldn't you shorten that Mr. Bennett down to Johnny?
Guess we'll have to if Red has his way. He wants to keep you on the ranch. You are a cowboy, aren't you?
I've punched enough cattle to be called one, ma'am.
Well, then you've got a job, if you want it.
I'd like nothing better than to work for an outfit like this. But, you see, I can make more dealing faro.
Oh, a gambler.
I'm not above punching cows again, ma'am. But there is something else.
Are you dodging the law, Johnny?
No, ma'am. I borrowed some money from a man on a promise I'd do a job for him.
Oh, you don't want to tie yourself down until you've kept that promise.
That's it.
Good boy. Stick to it.
This ought to do, Johnny.
Well, thanks.
Hey, golly, I'm glad it fits. Did you put him on the payroll?
Johnny has a job to do. When he gets that done, we may see him again.
Good.
Oh, you'll be seeing me. Right now, I'd better be getting into Maverick. Well, thanks for everything, ma'am.
Call me Duchess, everyone else does.
Well, Miss Taylor, thanks.
I'll walk out to your horse with you, Johnny.
Ryder, what you got here is mighty fine. I haven't had anything like it since I was a kid.
Your folks?
Haven't any.
Johnny, there's a job here for you anytime.
Thanks for a lot of things. So long, Red.
So long, Johnny.
What do you have?
Where can I find Ace Hanlon? My name is Johnny Bennett.
In that office.
Thanks.
How many times do I have to tell you to quit worrying about Red Ryder? I've always got an ace in the hole, and if I... Come in. I told you I had an ace in the hole, and here he is. Kid, how are you?
Fine, Ace, just fine.
Porter, this is Johnny Bennett, the San Antonio Kid. Shake hands with Mr. Garfield.
Howdy, Mr. Garfield.
How are you, kid?
Well, I see you got my telegram.
Sure. Thanks for the 500.
I bet you haven't got much of it left.
Not much. I tried to outguess a dice game in El Paso on the way over.
I told you there's only one like him. Kid, I got a job for you.
Dealing faro?
Well, no, not exactly. Oh, by the way, you asked for 1,000. Here's the other 500.
Thanks, Ace.
There's more where that come from. Kid, I want a man rubbed out.
That's a little out of my line, Ace.
Look, Walt and I have got a big deal. The biggest you ever heard of. There's only one man that's standing in our way. Now, you knock him off and we'll cut you in.
Sure we will. And that 1,000's only a bonus.
Who is this man?
His name is Red Ryder.
Red Ryder. What is he? Gunfighter?
Nah, just a cowpuncher. With your speed, it'll be just...
Murder. That's what I don't like about it. Deal me out, Ace.
Oh, now look, kid, we said we'd cut you in on the deal.
I never thought the San Antonio Kid would turn down big money. Well, I'll just have to get another man.
Red Ryder goes anyway. Is that it?
When I call a showdown, I mean it.
I know it, Ace. You always did. I'll go up against this Red Ryder. Tell me more about it.
Now you're talking.
That's great, kid. Sit down.
quit it. Quit it, will you? Why don't you go empty that thing someplace else? Can't you see I've got enough dirt in here already? Stop it. Oh, say, Duchess, Red's down at the corral working some horses. I better go down and help him, huh?
Now, Happy Jack, you know Red's perfectly capable of working those horses himself. There's a pretty flower as a reward.
Oh,
Little Beaver, there's nothing to laugh at. Now, you clean out that flower box.
And now stop it. Stop that or I'll wring your neck for you.
Happy Jack, you must never speak that way to a child.
Jack! He couldn't cause any more trouble if he was sitting bull.
Happy Jack, you come back here.
Hello, Duchess.
Hello.
Hello, Johnny.
Nice to see you. Did you finish your job?
Not yet. I brought back Red's jumper.
Don't hurry about that. Tell Red Johnny Bennett's here.
You betcha.
I think I'll take this in the house. You tell him the job's still open.
I wish you would take the job, Johnny. I think you'd like it here.
I'd like nothing better, but, well, I'll talk to Red about it.
You'll talk to Red about what, Johnny? How are you, kid?
Kid?
I think I'll go help the Duchess.
So you know I'm the San Antonio kid. What else do you know?
I might just as well have called you Johnny or Lad. I never heard of the San Antonio kid.
I suppose you haven't heard Ace Hanlon's paid me $1,000 to rub you out?
No, I haven't heard that either. Why aren't you earning your money?
I aim to.
Come here, Johnny. I want to talk to you.
Red.
Yes, Johnny, what is it?
You turned your back on me then.
Sure I did.
And after what I told you about Hanlon?
Look, Johnny, you're a gambler. And you know there's only one way to play a hand that's been dealt. The way you see it. I saw it that way.
Boy, you sure have got what it takes.
Come on in the house.
Trade 50.
Hello, kid. Hi, Ace. You men must hate fresh air.
Have a seat, Garfield. Thanks, Ace.
Garfield was all set to turn in.
I certainly was. Kid told me there was going to be plenty of money in this game. Better give me a couple $100 worth, Ace.
Give me a couple hundred, Ace.
Garfield's in a stiff poker game. We've got plenty of time.
Yeah, we saw him and the kid leave the hotel.
His room upstairs in the corner, Red.
Yeah, that's right, all right.
Keep me covered.
Yeah.
Indeed, Frank Ace Hanlon to Walter Garfield. 1/2 interest in the Roberts Ranch. The Hanlon to Garfield. Judson Ranch, 1/2 interest. Frank H. Hanlon to Garfield. Adams Ranch, 1/2 interest. Your latest reports indicate there is no substantial oil deposit in Painted Valley. If you cannot provide us with more favorable information within 60 days from date of this letter, the appropriation for your survey will be canceled. Very truly yours, Metropolitan Oil Company, by T.L. Stearns, Chief Exploration Department.
Red Ryder take them too long. Little Beaver, where are you?
Well, I ain't feeling too good about it myself, Sprout. Gosh, I wish you'd get done up there. Hey, maybe I'd better...
That's him?
I know him when I see him, don't I?
I've got all the proof I need. Garfield is an oil man, and Ace has deeded him a 1/2 interest in the Roberts, Judson, and Adams ranches. Now we can have the showdown.
When, Red?
We'll start right now.
Gosh, I suppose this means more killings, huh?
Not if Ace and Garfield are smart. Little Beaver, get that bow of yours ready. You've got some shooting to do.
We shoot straight, Red Ryder.
1560, 1570, 1580. That's not a bad night's work, kid.
I'll say it isn't. And did he clean me?
Yeah, me too.
There's your 1,000, Ace.
Well, that's yours, kid. You'll earn it.
You said something about cutting me in. We'll talk price after I do the job.
You and Garfield have until noon tomorrow to square your accounts in the oil swindle. I'll be in your office at 12 o'clock. Red Ryder. So Red Ryder wants a showdown, does he? You know what that means, kid?
I ought to by this time. But what about my cut?
We'll talk about that after you get Red Ryder.
I guess that'll be all right. But make sure it's not just talk.
When I make a deal, I see it through. How about you?
Don't worry. I'll play this hand out the way I see it.
I didn't like that.
Well, the kid's always been on the level with me. But if he isn't this time, I've got an ace in the hole. Now, you boys listen to me.
Get ready, boys. Here comes Red Ryder and Happy Jack. You stay here with us, Ed.
Happy Jack and I have to go in the store for a little while. Now, you take the horses around the corner. And this time, keep under cover.
Me hear you, Red Ryder.
Now, Happy Jack, for once, I want you to do as you're told. We'll go in the store for a little while, and I want you to go out the back way and work around to the alley entrance to Hanlon's.
Well, all right. I heard you, Red.
Where do you want to take him, kid?
I'll take him from here when he comes out.
Well, you'll never get a better chance. There he is now, and he's all alone.
Hold it there, Ryder.
The street's backed against you, Red. Where's Happy Jack?
What's all the palaver about?
Why, that double-crossing rat, he's giving Ryder a break.
Hit bad, Johnny?
Not bad. Make it a clean-up, Red. Get Ace and Garfield.
Where are they?
They're out checking Taylor's property line.
Get him to a doctor.
Come on, now, take it easy, Johnny.
Plenty of oil here, all right. This old shaft's full of it.
It's probably one of the biggest pools discovered so far. I'm going to report finding it today.
Good. We'll find a way to get a hold of the Taylor place after the kid takes care of Ryder.
Yeah, if he does.
If they don't, my boys will get him and Ryder, too.
It didn't work out that way, Ace. The evidence we found in Garfield's room and Lon's confession, Painted Valley's troubles are just about over.
Then the people who sold out to Ace won't lose everything.
Lose everything? They've gained everything. Those deeds were obtained by fraud. And all those ranches are in the oil pool. Oh, incidentally, Ann, you're going to be a very wealthy young woman.
Johnny, you'd better learn something about oil as well as cattle. And forget cards.
The San Antonio kid was shot down in Maverick. The cards were buried with him.
Thanks, Red.
You ready to ride, Little Beaver?
You betcha.
Well, let's go.
Will you be gone long, Red?
Oh, not too long, Duchess. Let's call it a kind of a vacation.
Oh, say, I'll just ride down the road a piece with you, Red.
Huh, down the road a piece. The last time you started off with him, you were gone 3 months.
Let's get out of here quick. Come on.
Take good care of my girls, Johnny.
Leave it to me, Red.
No more Dutchess. Whoopee! Huh?
Look at Red. Happy Jack got a new face. No more sourpuss.
Don't. Well.